Welcome to this sixth video where I talk to you about problem solving and solution seeking. What I want you to do is to reflect on all areas of your life and to think of a problem that you are trying to solve. You could choose any area of work, family, health, home life, personal relationships, social, education. And what I'm about to do with you is to take you through 10 steps that will help you think differently about this problem. So step number one is to be very specific and answer this question. What is the problem that you are trying to solve for? When you are positioning this question, make it so simple that a 6-year-old child can understand this problem. Step number two, what are the consequences for you or others if you do not solve for this? Write down as many reasons as you can here because it triggers something in your brain that makes you more purposeful to achieving an outcome to this problem. Step number three is to write down the possibilities that exist for you if you were to solve this. So what are the opportunities that await you once you solve this problem? Write those down. Step number four, what obstacles can you expect to experience in solving for this problem, and what can you do in advance to help mitigate or avoid those problems? And what this step essentially does is to remove the fear behind taking action to solving this problem. Step number five, what is the first step that you can take towards meeting your goal? If you can, make the step as easy as you can so that you could possibly do this step today or tomorrow. And when you make it easy, then it creates this momentum towards solving problems and achieving your goal. Step number 6 is to ask yourself, what can you stop doing? What can you do less of? What can you do more of? What can you continue doing? And what do you need to start doing in relation to solving for this problem? Take your time with this because it's a multiple part question, and the more answers you come up with, the more insight you'll gain to coming up with solutions. Step number 7. Suppose for a moment you live in a world where there's no anxiety and there's no fear. What would you do now? I like this question because it takes away the pain of fear that could be associated with taking action. And it also gives you insights as to what your inner voice is asking you to do if you are fearless. Step number 8 is, who should you be hanging out with so that your goal becomes achievable? Your goal becomes easier to achieve when you associate with like-minded individuals who think on the same level as to what you are achieving. So write down a list of individuals who you can start associating with so that you feel the energy of achieving that goal and that energy sort of rubs off on you. Step number 9, how will you reward yourself once you achieve this goal? Rewards could be something simple, buying yourself something simple. It could be a perfume, it could be an item of clothing, whatever it is. But once you acknowledge that you have achieved something, when you give yourself that reward, it creates this cycle in your head that you want to do something else that's solving more problems and achieving bigger things. So create that reward system for yourself. And finally, step number 10. Imagine that it's 1 year from now and you achieve your goal. Question 1, how do you feel? And question 2, what were the crucial steps, the milestones that got you here? When you ask that question, how do you feel? Your body does not know the difference between the current reality and the future imagined state. So I want you to feel that excitement, feel that enjoyment of achieving this goal, of solving for this problem. That feeling must be rooted deep within your psyche, your body, because on the previous video I spoke to you about the pain-pleasure connection. And when you ask the second question, what were the crucial milestones that got you there? Then what you are establishing is those different points in the process that needs to happen in order to achieve that goal. Before you move on to the next video, I would like you to consider this step, this problem, and to take yourself through these 10 steps and to solving whatever problem you are going through right now. I'll see you in the next video.